y'all, welcome back to She Loves the Gossip, where the tea is hot, the drama is nonstop, and we don't hold back. If there's chaos in the headlines or scandal brewing behind the scenes, best believe I'm breaking it all down. So let's not waste any time because today's stories, woo, they're wild. Okay, now let's get into this wild story that is straight out of a crime drama because, baby, this one is a mess. So Skai Jackson's baby daddy, also known as DeAndre Bergen, but better known in the streets as Yerky Jerky, just got picked up by the FBI, y'all. Yes, the FBI, and these ain't no light charges either. We're talking armed carjacking, pistol whipping, and a whole Glock in the mix. So here's the rundown. DeAndre and an accomplice were arrested for allegedly attacking a man, pistol whipping him, and stealing his Mercedes-Benz C300. And they didn't stop there. They also stole the victim's gun. That's not a random mugging. That's a full-blown federal case. And the victim had to be hospitalized, y'all. We're talking severe facial injuries. Like, this man got beat down so badly he needed medical treatment. And according to investigators, this wasn't some heat of the moment thing. Nah, this was planned. They targeted the man, ambushed him, and took his car and weapon. Now, let me remind y'all, DeAndre was already on probation. So not only did he commit a violent federal offense, but he also violated probation terms, which is basically begging the judge to throw the book at him. This man has a whole history of probation violations. He's been in and out of the system and clearly has no interest in getting his life together. Because let's be real, who in their right mind commits an armed carjacking while on probation? Sir, be serious. And here's where it gets even more serious. The FBI doesn't just pull up on people without receipts. That means they likely have witness statements, surveillance footage, digital evidence, maybe even GPS or phone tracking. For them to feel confident enough to arrest him, they must have built a solid case. And if he's convicted of these federal charges, he's looking at decades in prison. We're talking 10, 20 years or more. And with his past record, yeah, it's not looking good. What's even sadder is that Skai Jackson just recently shared photos of their baby boy. And now this child may have to grow up without a father because he couldn't stay out of trouble. It's just tragic all around. But let me know what you think. Should someone like DeAndre be allowed to keep getting second chances? Or is it finally time for him to sit down and face the music? And while we're talking about messy decisions and major consequences, let's slide into our next story involving Shannon Sharpe. Yes, that's Shannon Sharpe, and how a $50 million lawsuit somehow ended in a retirement post from OnlyFans. So, buckle up for this one. Recently, the $50 million lawsuit filed against Shannon Sharpe by a 19-year-old woman has been dismissed. The case was handled by none other than Tony Busby, you know, the same lawyer who handled the Deshaun Watson cases. Yeah, him. Now, while there's no official confirmation that a settlement occurred, all signs point to yes. And let me say this loud and clear for the folks in the back. Settling doesn't always mean guilt or innocence. A lot of times people just want to avoid the drama, the headlines, and especially the discovery process because that's where all the skeletons come crawling out. But here's the twist. Right after the lawsuit was dismissed, the woman who accused Shannon posted a sweet little farewell message announcing she's retiring from OnlyFans. She said, "Today I have decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. I have several projects in the works. I love you all forever and ever." Oh my God, on today, sis cashed that alleged check and said, "I'm out." Now imagine being Shannon Sharpe, allegedly giving up millions because you couldn't keep it professional. And let's not forget, he reportedly told his own daughter he would only give her $30K for her wedding, but allegedly gave the same amount just for some cat repeatedly to someone who turned around and might have finessed him into a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. I mean, that's one of the easiest licks in recent history. And honestly, these older men need to start realizing these young women, they're not falling in love. They're doing business. And in Shannon's case, it looks like the invoice was hefty. But what do y'all think? Did she play the game smart, or did this whole situation expose deeper issues in celebrity culture? All right, let's keep it moving because this next one, it's giving exes with lingering feelings. Let's talk about Pardi, Megan Thee Stallion, and her very public new boo, Klay Thompson. Now, unless you've been under a rock, you already know that Megan and Klay are officially outside together. Yes, outside, loud, proud, and looking like a power couple in the making. And just as that relationship starts heating up, Megan's ex, Pardison Fontaine, decided to hit Instagram with a little message that's got fans raising eyebrows. Now, Pardi posted a reel of himself with the caption, "You thought you could go and find peace without me? Better than me out now." Now, yes, it's a lyric from his new song, song, but the timing, y'all, real interesting, real coincidental, because this post dropped right as the Megan and Klay headlines were catching fire. And y'all know the internet doesn't miss a beat. Fans immediately started speculating that he's feeling some type of way, like he might be throwing some light shade or expressing a little regret. I mean, come on, talking about someone trying to find peace without you right as your famous ex pops out with a multimillionaire NBA player. Yeah, it's giving timing that's a little too on point. Let's not forget, Klay Thompson just got traded to the Dallas Mavericks, and baby, he is not broke. His net worth is estimated at $300 million. That's generational wealth, rings included. So yeah, Megan might just be winning on all fronts, successful, rich, and reportedly sweet. We love that for her. Now let's take it back for a second. Megan and Pardi first linked up back in 2020 while working on the Savage remix, and they went public by early 2021, but by February 2023, it was a wrap. Pardi moved on quick. He started dating Jada Kingdom later that same year, and that situationship lasted until sometime in 2025. He even confirmed it was over in a recent interview. So now Pardi is single again, and Megan's out here glowing with her new man. And while that Instagram post could have been about Jada, let's be honest, the timing lines up a little too perfectly with Megan's relationship reveal. That's why fans are convinced it was a subtle shot. And let's not ignore the long-running rumors. Whispers of Megan and Klay allegedly being involved have been floating around since July of 2024. So while this relationship might feel new to us, it might not be new to them, which just adds fuel to the speculation. So now the question is, was Pardi being petty, or was this just poor timing? Is he really unbothered, or is he playing it cool while posting subliminals? Y'all tell me in the comments, was that a reach, or was Pardi low-key feeling a little salty watching his ex level up? From Skai Jackson's baby daddy getting snatched up by the feds to Shannon Sharpe allegedly paying millions to settle with a woman who just retired from OnlyFans, and now Pardi possibly throwing shade at Megan over her new NBA boo, the drama was non-stop today. But I want to know what you think. Was Pardi being petty? Did Shannon get finessed? And is Skai's ex finally getting what he deserves? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the next messy update. Thanks for watching She Loves to Gossip. See y'all next time.